because I gave you a price for an installation. How dare you?
Now here's the thing, like how creative was the Craigslist ad? Like what were you talking about? Like what was he seeking?
Ooh, I can pull it up.
Oh.
Hang on, let me see if I can find it. I won't give the name, and my Skype might crash. If it does, I apologize. I'll be back, but hang on one second.
All right.
Let me see if I can find it. But there's another one because my coworker got a really bad customer and she gave me his information. I tried to do one for his, but I had trouble. But in that one, I was a little bit more creative.
What was he saying that you were what were you saying that he was looking for? Like were you looking like circus midgets or?
Hang on one second.
Okay.
But for the new one, I was gonna do.
I thought you
it was gonna be titled. What?
I thought you would have memorized this by now.
Oh no.
Like call me heifer.
No. In the new one, I was gonna do like Ookie Cookie / Soggy Biscuit, like looking for a group of men to play Ookie Cookie with and shit.
Motherfucker said Ookie Cookie.
Yeah. I remember in the first one I put, "Hi, my name is so and so. I'm very lonely and I'm looking for a big, strong stud or whatever to come and keep me company. Unfortunately, my dick is oppressively small, but I get the job done." I put a PS that says, "Please don't get offended if I ask to finger paint with my semen on your ass. It's kind of a thing for me." Yeah, so
I'm really not gonna piss you off anymore, man. Holy shit.
Oh, good times.
I like to play proctologist.
I was just trying to think of like the most fucked up shit that I could think of that I could still write on Craigslist and not be immediately obvious that I was, because if you're too offensive or something, they might pull it. Like they might have already pulled it because I can't find it now. But
they might have. But I thought you would have gone with like the whole I have a kitty-sized sex swing or something like that.
Like I said, I don't want to go too offensive because then it's like too obvious right away and they'll pull it. Plus, I don't want like cops on my ass or something.
That's true.
We understand you have kitty porn. Like, uh-oh.
As soon as I get a call, Andy, you gotta bail
I
me
need
out.
a reference, and you're like, no, he totally loves the kitty porn.
Oh no, man, you gotta see it, man. Like he's got photo albums full of like his mom has all his backup
I'm
files.
just like, you motherfucker.
Like you should check his mom's place. She has all the backup files. she calls them family albums, but don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Man. I've seen them.
What's weird is there was this guy I worked with in a previous job, and he just didn't show up to work one day, and I asked my boss, I was like, "Hey, where's so-and-so?" And she was like, "Oh, he's busted." I was like, "He's busted? What did he get busted for?" And she was like, "He had quote-unquote stashes of kitty porn in his house." I was like, "Oh, shit." Yeah, that's a good reason for not being at work today. Damn.
Yep.
Jesus. Good to know, because I was like 16 at the time. It's like, that's a little creepy.
Did he take pictures of you at all, or?
I hope
like, Bruce,
not.
come here, let's take a picture together.
I don't know. I was not, I was not privy to the investigation.
It's kind of like the old guy on Family Guy, like, come here, Bruce, why don't you come over here and tickle my ass with a feather?
No, thankfully not.
You want to finger my butthole?
Cookie.
I understand you like finger painting. I got some glaze you could use.
Oh my god.
Yes, we have reached a new degree of disgusting on the show.
Yes. Thanks to me and my revenge.
Thanks to you and, asshole finger painting.
But the thing was, like, the whole reason, like, a lot of people would be like, you need anger management, or that's immature or something. To that I say, you know what, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Because someone who's going to call someone for the sole purpose of harassing them and being a dick to them, they deserve that kind of shit. Because you get something better to do with your time. Sniff a cat or something.
Sniff a
Like,
cat.
do something different than bother other people because you're fucking lame. That's so that was my thing. Like, I want you to feel what it's like to be harassed, so that maybe you'll grow the fuck up and grow a pair or something.
Okay, let me ask you, how old did this guy sound?
Hard to say. I think he had a number in his email address that indicates his age, but I don't remember what it was.
If you had to take like a random guess, like based on like how he sounded.
I would say he's around my age, like mid to late 20s, maybe early 30s.
All right, like if he still hasn't gotten that point by now, it's like, you know what? Shut the fuck up, man. Like,
he's definitely not a kid, man. I mean, he's living in an apartment, like I presume by himself. Maybe not, but he's living in an apartment. I mean,
he's fucking the rats. Like he just turns on the light to like go into the kitchen or something like that. They just all scurry around. It's like, oh, somebody got into the oil again. Come here.
I should have made a sausage reference now that I think about it.
You probably should have.
Should have.
Should have, would have, could have, man. What the hell are you going to do,
I don't know. I'll just post it again. Nah. I think I'm done fucking with him. Like I said, the only thing that I might do is to send him random shit in the mail.
Yeah,
just sign him up for random shit. Like, hi, yes, I'm this person.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
kind of fun. No sausage. Oh, I forgot some sausage on here. No, maybe not. No sausage. Did I ever tell you about the prank that my uncle's friend used to play on this guy, a neighbor of his?
No.
Oh, man. All right, so he's from New York, all right? And he had this neighbor who, I don't know why, but they had this sheep they would put out on their front lawn.
Like plastic
And John,
sheep or,
huh?
Like a plastic sheep or like...
Yeah, like a plastic or a wooden sheep that like it
All
had
right, so-
stakes and you drive it into the ground.
All right, so like a lawn decoration. All right.
Yeah, like a lawn decoration.
All right.
And John was a comic book artist, so he would, kind of travel a lot to conventions and shit or whatever. And for whatever reason, he decided to steal the sheep and take it with him and take pictures of the sheep at various signs like "Welcome to wherever," click with the sheep, and send it to the guy. Until eventually, I think he eventually gave it back, but he would just send them pictures of like "Welcome to here, welcome to here."
I just remember my buddy Mike, his dad had this great fucking move, like when he would order a pizza. he would order a pizza at like some random place, and then he wouldn't go pick it up on time. He would wait till like 10 minutes before they close and then just walk in and just go, "Yeah, can I get this pizza?" It would be the same fucking pizza. And the guy would be like, yeah, we actually have one. And the guy never came and picked it up. He's like, "Oh, really?" And I'd be like, "Oh, fuck it, I'll take that." And they would offer it to him like half off because it was a little bit colder and whatnot because it had been sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, "There you go. That's how you get fucking half off your pizza." I'm like, "That's fucking
Just take
genius.
it home, reheat it.
That's fucking genius, man."
That is a pretty good idea.
That is a pretty good
Let
idea.
me try that.
I never tried that though.
Try it now.
I don't know, man, because I was always just like, "Fuck it, man. They're gonna call me up and just be like, 'You coming to pick up the pizza or what?' Like, we have your address. We'll come out there." Like, no, I didn't order delivery.
Yeah, really, they'll track you.
Yeah. But so what? Have you ever like pulled a different like what was like the worst prank you'd ever pulled?
Oh, geez, I don't know, man. I thought about crank calling this guy, but it's illegal to do so and record it and broadcast or whatever. So, but the worst that I've ever done, I don't know. That's hard to say. I mean, I've done some of my more memorable would be like when Muggsy, my roommate, pissed me off, and he went away for the weekend, so he took his laptop with him, and I went to Wendy's, and I did the old steal the salt and, smash it open trick with a coin.
Oh, yeah.
And I did that right on his desk, so he comes back from, going home, and he comes and he tries to put his laptop on his desk, as he so typically does, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck, there's a salt shaker here," and he picks it up, and salt goes all over his desk. He's like, ah.
He's like, "You're an asshole."
Oh, You know what? The best prank that I ever did has to be another one on Muggsy, the guitar one.
Oh, yeah, the guitar wake up, man.
When there was like, 10 people or something? I don't even remember how many. Like a bunch of people carried him on his mattress out into the hallway, plug in a guitar amp, and just morning, motherfucker.
You see what happened, Larry?
So, I'm trying to think, man. I've never really pulled that many pranks in my entire life, but probably the worst one, the one that I really felt sorry about was like years ago. I was hanging out with my buddy Josh at the time. Like, we're not friends anymore. Fucking douchebag. So yeah, he's douchebag kangaroo. So what we did was he was living in Rhode Island at the time, so we were hanging out and whatnot, and we played a prank on my brother Ben. And it was probably the worst prank ever that we'd pulled. It was, like, Ben is a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. So, at the time, like, one of their big players, Deion Sanders, was on the team and whatnot. So, he's like, dude, we should prank him. So, he's like, rips off this piece of paper and he writes, Deion Sanders, looks like an autograph. And he's like, let's give it to him. We'll just say he was driving around the neighborhood. We recognized him. We were just like, "Oh man, can we get an autograph? Can we get a?" And he signs the piece of paper. We're like, "Oh man, that's fucking oh shit." so we go back to my house and we find Ben. And we're like, Ben, you're not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. So we show him the autograph. He's like, dude, like stars were in his fucking eyes. Like, how the fuck did you guys do this? And we're just like, dude, fucking Deion Sanders was driving around his neighborhood. He apparently got lost. He was asking for directions. We asked for an autograph, and we could help him out and whatnot. So, he signs the piece of paper. He's like, oh man, he's like, this is crazy. He's like, could I have this? And we're just like, yeah, go ahead. It's not real. Dude, you could see the tears just welling up in his eyes.
Oh man.
And I was like, oh man, I was like, fuck, I'm a dick.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I had a prank really backfire on me too, actually, where I didn't actually do anything, but I witnessed it. But a couple of people had put toothpaste on this person's car. And in case you don't know, toothpaste will take the paint off of a car.
Ah.
Yeah,
Did not know
they
that.
thought it was funny to just put toothpaste all over the car, and I didn't actually do anything, but I was there and probably should have said something. Although I ddidn't know that it would take the paint off the car, and sure enough, I think it did end up doing a little bit of damage, and I felt like a dick for that. But
Yeah, but you weren't.
one thing that wasn't really a prank, but something I wanted to do was to those really cheap bags of Army Men you can buy that you get like 2 different colors.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I had bought a bag of them, and my original intention, what I ended up doing with them is throwing them at people in the showers. But my original intention with them was to super glue them to the floor in a battlefield formation, like late one night, so that people wake up the next day and they're just like, "What the fuck?" There's like this mini battlefield in the hallway.
like Vietnam's going on in the hallway.
Maybe set up like a little boombox with like sounds like.
could have glued them to the walls.
yeah, or the ceiling or something. All these ridiculous positions and shit.
I have a couple of them hanging from napkin parachutes, just hanging from the ceiling.
Go all out, make it like Warhammer and shit, like with hills and bunkers and barbed wire made out of fucking wire. And shit.
I do remember I actually ratted somebody out, man. I would have felt a little bad about it, but I was trying to sleep at the time, and it was like 2 a.m, so I'm just like, fuck him. It was, this is when we were back at Riv. We were living in Guildhall, which is where all the freshmen live. Mm-hmm. So I was up on the second, you were on the first floor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the second floor.
We were 2 fat kids. We had to be on the first floor.
Dude, come on, you know my roommate.
Oh yeah. Okay, touche.
How we didn't get into the basement is beyond me. If it takes 2 fat guys to get on the first level, we should have been on the sub basement.
Even if they didn't put you there, you should have ended it.
Yeah, we
All right, here's our room.
Always wanted a skylight. Yeah, so it was like 2 a.m. I wake up, I'm just like, fuck, I gotta pee. pee. So, walk out of the room, bring the keys with me so I can lock up the room, because I was extremely fucking paranoid about that shit. So, go to the bathroom. As I'm coming out, one of the jockey asshole douchebags who played for the soccer team or whatnot, just did poorly in class. The type of guy I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, sure.
The guy that's got more pubes than brains, I'm assuming.
Yes.
I see him, walking out of his room. He's got something in his hand. I don't see what the fuck it is. But he goes to his buddy's room at the end of the hall. I'm just like, oh, whatever, fuck it. I'm going to bed. 5 minutes later, dude, I just hear this,